Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about coral reefs and climate change. Okay, so what are coral reefs? Coral reefs are the living ecosystems built by the tiny marine animals called corals. This is what they look like. Right here's a picture of what a coral looks like. Corals are biodiversity hotspots. They provide coastal protection and they are a food source to many marine species. Where can you find them? They're scattered throughout the tropical and subtropical, western Atlantic and Indo-Pacific oceans, generally within 30 degrees northern latitude and 30 degrees southern latitude. Among the top threats, the top threat to coral reefs is climate change. Another threat would be unsustainable fishing, and another one would be land-based pollution. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is the rising sea, how the rising sea temperatures are affecting our coral reefs. So the rise in the temperatures is triggering coral bleaching, which is where the corals expel symbiotic algae. It causes them to basically kills off the corals. This is what a bleached coral looks like, and as opposed to what a healthy coral looks like. Right here, as we can see, it's very evident. Like, this one's vibrant, colorful, and then this is what the bleached coral looks like. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and watch a video of explaining how the rise in the ocean temperatures is affecting our coral reefs.
We've now had 3 major bleaching events on the Great Barrier Reef. In '98, 2002, and again just recently in 2016. We zigzagged along the whole length in a helicopter and fixed-wing plane. We put about 100 people underwater. The extent and severity of this bleaching is off the chart. Typically, a bleached coral is nutritionally compromised. But this time around, we discovered an additional phenomenon. Many of the corals we surveyed were already dead. They actually cooked, and that's because the temperatures this time around were so extreme.
Already in 2016, severe coral bleaching has also been recorded across the Pacific Ocean, in Fiji, across the Indian Ocean, in the Maldives and the Seychelles, and even in the southern Red Sea. Similar events are predicted across the Caribbean and Micronesia, in a year in which the impacts of heat stress on the global ocean have reached unprecedented extremes. As the distribution of marine species continues to change, as storm surges continue to intensify, as sea ice and glacier melt accelerate, and as sea level rise and human displacement intensifies.
Countries around the world in Paris last year have committed to a rapid transition away from fossil fuels towards more sustainable, renewable energy.
Paris marked the moment when the world finally decided to heed the ever-rising mountain of evidence that had been piling up for years, and began instead to galvanize our focus.
S'il y avait une seule chose à réussir pour appliquer l'accord de Paris, c'est la réduction des émissions de gaz à effet de serre. Pour augmenter la résilience de l'océan, il faudrait bien sûr lutter contre le réchauffement climatique, donc monter en puissance sur les énergies renouvelables, y compris les énergies renouvelables marines.
I think that was very evident to see how bad it is, how bad the temperatures in the ocean are getting, that many corals are being bleached. And I mean, the bleached corals they can't provide a healthy habitat for the marine animals, the ecosystem. So yeah. notes. Okay. Alright, next we're going to be talking about ocean acidification. This occurs when the carbon dioxide is absorbed rapidly into the ocean. Increased carbon dioxide in the ocean makes the water more acidic, and it hinders coral calcification. The difficulty in calcium carbonate skeleton formation, which is coral bleaching, that's causing that as well. Okay, and then another thing is also the rising sea levels. The rising sea levels can inundate reefs and disrupt their growth patterns. It disrupts the reef structure, and all because of the reduced light penetration as well. And all of this is just, again, affecting the coral reefs and the healthiness of them. Okay, and then we're going to be talking about the impact on the marine biodiversity. So coral reefs do so much. They provide so much to the marine ecosystem. They're vital habitats for a wide range of marine species. So they harbor a large amount of marine species that live in the coral reefs, which is why they're considered the rainforests of the sea because of their high biodiversity. They support complex food webs, and many species also utilize coral reefs as nursery areas for the growth and development of the species. They provide a variety of microhabitants for diverse organisms, and the potential consequences is for this would be a loss of biodiversity and disruption of the food webs, which is why we need to do as much as we can to protect and keep our coral reefs safe and healthy. Okay, they also have an impact on coastal communities. They are able to dissipate wave energy, acting like a natural breakwater and protecting coastlines from surges and flooding, especially during hurricanes. They help stabilize coastlines by reducing erosion caused by wave action, and they provide habitats, again, which we already spoke about, how they provide habitats for diverse fish species, which are crucial for local fishing industries and food security. So not only do they help inside of the ocean for marine species, but also out. Okay. So I think all in all, it is very evident what is needed in order to, or that we must do in order to help keep our coral reef safe and keep our marine environment safe. So urgent action is needed. Climate change poses a critical threat to the coral reefs, requiring immediate action to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. Protecting our coral reefs is so essential for maintaining healthy marine ecosystems and safeguarding coastal communities. And I think one way we can do this is, of course, by reducing our carbon footprint. And ways we can do this is reduce energy consumption, we can reduce waste, we can eat sustainably, we can use less gas, we can shop consciously, and we can reduce paper usage. These are just a few examples of things that we can do in order to reduce our carbon footprint, which would then in turn help our environment and create a better future for our environment and those of the marine species as well. Thank you.